Tell you what, we have an absolutely perfect Midwestern afternoon for football, and EA Sports brings you coverage of the NFL from Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati. Today, we've got a good Week 5 matchup in store here between the Green Bay Packers and the Cincinnati Bengals. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Time to see the Bengals offense go to work, and leading them out, the #1 overall pick of the 2020 draft, Joe Burrow, now his second season out of LSU.
His game last week reminded me of the old song, accentuate the positive, because that's about all he did, right?
Yeah.
3 touchdown passes, over 300 yards in the air, receivers happy.
And they got the win.
Got the win. If you're a running back that likes to catch passes, they're happy as well. Big-time game.
The numbers for Mixon last week, 17 carries, 87 yards.
After the last game, they have plenty of reason to be confident in their running game. And even though they're facing a top 10 defense, they're not going to shy away from doing what they do best. Make them adjust to them. Make them stop what they do before they go to any type of a changeup.
Meanwhile, Burrow's throw taken in here by Chase. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
And Jamar Chase won the 2019 Biletnikoff Award as the nation's top receiver while at LSU. And the guy who threw him the passes there, Joe Burrow, now his quarterback at Cincinnati.
And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line.
I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow over the middle. He finds Higgins. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Now it's Burrow. And the catch made, it's Tyler Boyd. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 19.
And Tyler Boyd's one of those guys that seems to fly under the radar, but he finds ways to get open, and he has nice hands. He's averaged right around 80 catches a year his last 3 seasons.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They've taken this opening kickoff and marched it right down the field defensively. Not much resistance.
And that's the point, because my admiration is for the guys moving the ball right now. They know what they're doing. Their plan is working. But I flip it over and watch and say, okay, what are you going to do to change things up? Because if you don't, they're going to put that ball in the end zone real soon.
Throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal. Here's Burrow. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
All right, Captain. It's batting down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on 3rd and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you've kind of run out of your running plays. Fire another one into the end zone.
3rd and goal. Burrow. That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Jamar Chase with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Bengals take it right down and score on the opening drive. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While he gets attended to, we'll step aside. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Rodgers. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
The numbers for Jones last week: 16 carries, 56 yards.
He's having a nice season, and he knows where he ranks in the league. Don't ever let a running back tell you that they don't know that. They do. So what he's doing now is lobbying the offensive coordinator all week long. Hey, how about a few more touches? He's one big game away from maybe leading the league.
Rodgers going to try and throw on third down. He finds Randall Cobb with a completion. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. The completion there for the reigning MVP. And Charles, even though he's slip-sliding towards 40, it is certainly a tough task to ask a defense to stop Aaron Rodgers. But what can they at least try to do to slow him down?
I think for him is take advantage of the few opportunities he gives you. He's not going to throw very many interceptions, so if you get a chance to get your hands on the ball, you better take it. But if you can get him off the field on third down, that is a huge one. Be able to blanket receivers, knock the ball free, but get off the field, because the longer that drive goes, he's going to put it in the end zone.
Rodgers' throw taken in by Adams. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 25-yard line. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. To throw is Rodgers. Caught by Cobb. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. We'll check on his status when we get back. Now it's Rodgers. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. There for the sack, B.J. Hill. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. And the first play will be a field goal try. Spotted at the left hash, this from 45. And Crosby puts it through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there, because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things, because if you don't score, you potentially open the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 54 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Burrow looking to pass. This one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
One of the great coaches said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush won, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
To throw again on second down. Burrow, they'll set up the screen here to mix him. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
And that doesn't have to gain big yardage to be an impactful play, because if you can get those pass rushers second-guessing themselves, that they might get hit with a screen, maybe you can wind up slowing them down just a step. And if you do that, that's a win for that play.
And he is going to have a Bengals first down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Burrow will throw. He's got the first down inside the 10. Touchdown, Bengals. T. Higgins. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals add on to their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it's finished off with a Cincinnati touchdown. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Packers offense here coming back out for their 2nd drive. They trail now 14-3, an 11-point deficit as they start things out with a 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Those are the plays this defense needs with the deficit they're facing.
It certainly is, and they've got to continue to swarm the football and hope that someone, while they're holding up the ball carrier, can get in there and rake it and lock it free. They need to get some takeaways as well.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. Rodgers going to throw. This one swung out here to Jones. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. On 4th down on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. That's pulled in at the 32. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Now right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
86 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
Good, strong, explosive run that started inside, which means you've got to control those defensive linemen, the defensive tackles, the nose guards. Those guys have to be controlled. How about the offensive line, the job they just did?
Yeah, key that A-gap usually on those runs, right?
That's where it all starts, because everyone wants to kind of control that area. It disrupts things from the defensive side and the offensive side. As we just saw, it opens up possibilities.
And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. and you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
On second down, Mixon. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. And they'll try and run for it with Gainwell. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first.
Here we go. 180.
Now Burrow. Open man is Higgins, and he's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. T. Higgins with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. So the drive there took 6 plays, and it ends with a Bengals score. So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3. I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. And they work this well upfield across the 45. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try and put some points on the board.
I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
After the penalty, it's Jones. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
On 2nd and 12, Rodgers, and his throw is incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And his bid for the first down coming up short as he's tackled at the 25. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. The kick by Crosby is good, and that'll get the deficit down to 15. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they will not really have time to do much of anything. 15 seconds, all that remains before halftime. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Well, who needs a halftime? Am I right? Let's resume play. The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the third quarter. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Rodgers will bring the Pack up with a 1st and 10 right at the 30. And he'll begin the drive with a give to Jones. Muscles him off. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
They'll run it with Jones. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. Shifts past him at the 45. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Rodgers to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Cobb. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. And after getting tackled, he's still down and looking very slow to get up. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
A 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And he is going to have a Packers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Again, it's Jones. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And Crosby puts it through. And they're hanging around here as the lead's down to 12. So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing, all right? They didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need them to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
And a good effort on the return there. Gets them across the 30, up to the 33. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They've got to right the ship. They had a great first half, but the lead has really gone down. Now, you know, you always talk about the adjustment to the adjustment. They've got to adjust right here.
And I think a lot of it is just mentally. Get back to doing what you were doing well in the beginning of the game, but a lot of that is playing with that emotion and that sense of pride and fire that sometimes goes away a little bit when you build up the lead. You think you've got it going, and you also think at any moment I can go ahead and go back to the way it was before. You and I both know it's not that easy once you get off the gas a little.
Yeah, they don't want to see this lead diminish anymore. Now Burrow on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. So 2nd and 10, third quarter. Thanks for tagging along with us here from the Queen City of Cincinnati. Burrow going to get this into the hands of Mixon as running back. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 40. Here's a give to Mixon. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. 142 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And that'll be caught. Touchdown Bengals. It's Tyler Boyd. His second touchdown on the season. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that will make this a 19-point game. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
On 2nd and 9, Rodgers setting up the screen here. Aaron Jones. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete. We saw a lot of that a week ago defensively from him. AFC Defensive Player of the Week. Just always seems to be around the football. I like your observation there. Understands the game, understands positioning, can put himself in the right spot, and then make a play on the football. 47-yard punt, a return of 4. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Bengals drive about to get going. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back to Mixon on 2nd down. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? Now it's Burrow. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Here's Kevin Huber now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Now it appears we're going to get whistles and a stop. A man down on the return. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. A gain of 6 there on first. 2nd and 4. Throwing is Rodgers. Open man left side. It's the tight end, Tunyon. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Throwing now is Rodgers. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. B.J. Hill picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Cobb. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Now Rodgers got to have this one. That'll be complete to Allen Lazard. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. Here's Rodgers. This one complete to Tunyon underneath. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
Pass, catch, first down for Tunyon. Undrafted at Indiana State, but he really came on in 2020. 52 catches, and even more importantly, 11 touchdowns.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Now Joe Mixon. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 40. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago. Well executed there on 2nd down. So do you go back to the air on 3rd?
Well, that's a possibility. But now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in long-distance situation. You might come back again because I doubt they believe you'll do it a 2nd time.
Now the Bengals on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. He gets this one to Boyd. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
On 2. Mike 51.
Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field.
51 to Mike. 51. 11 mighty. 11 mighty. We can't have that.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. They're passing here. Joe Burrow setting up the screen with Gainwell. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down.
The key to any screen play is all in the deception, and that means everyone on the offensive side of the ball. But someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to him and hold him for just a short gain.
Checking the NFL scoreboard there in the 4th now in Minneapolis. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. If they hang on, that would up their win total to 5 on the season so far. And his kick here is good. And that will extend their lead now up to 22. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That one a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. One final try for Rodgers. We've seen this before. And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.